everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sinisha and this is PeepSo Feature Highlights. Today we continue where we left off in a previous episode, where we set up the private messaging system to behave more like a messenger on Facebook. We deliberately disabled chat, you know, that little thing that pops up on the bottom right of your screen. So we disabled the chat, but for this episode I'm going to enable it back, and I'm also going to install PeepSo Ultimate Bundle, because in free bundle I cannot control chat and pages. The option that will allow me to control on which pages chat will show up is not available in PeepSo free bundle. You can still use the chat, just this option is not available. So I'll be right back with Ultimate Bundle installed. Alright, so I have PeepSo Ultimate Bundle installed, and just for a good measure, I also added the File Uploads plugin, because it can integrate with the chat and messages if you use PeepSo Ultimate Bundle. Let's come back to the configuration here in PeepSo Configuration, Chat, and let's actually enable the chat. Don't forget to save the settings. And now let's go and see what is happening on the front end. Because I don't really have any new messages here on this account, I need to go to my notifications and open some of the previous messages. Let's say this one, this, and why not this one as well. If you remember from the previous episode, opening the messages will take us to the Messenger window, but since we now have chat installed, it's actually opening in a nice chat boxes. And what's so good about these chat boxes is they can remember their state. So let's say I want to minimize this one and go to the profile page. Let's look and see what will happen with the chat boxes when they fully load. So this conversation is now minimized. Let's say I want to minimize this one as well and continue chatting with this Brenda and say hello back to you too. Go back to the other pages or continue browsing the website, and you see how the specific chat window I left open is still open for me, so I can continue the conversation no matter how I browse the website or what pages I'm looking at. I can even close all of this and just leave this one. So now when I go back to, let's say, members page, you will see that now only one chat box will open because I closed the other two. And do you remember how I add file plugin into the installer? Well, now the silent integration with this plugin is available here when you type the message. So you can choose your files and upload them in the conversation if you wish. So let's minimize this, or better yet, let's just close it. Let's come back to the configuration now and discuss other chat options. Forced refresh option will simply send another AJAX scroll every 30 seconds if you have multiple browsers open at the same time. So if you have multiple tabs like this and they all point into the website, this option over here will synchronize the chat messages between all the open tabs. And the last option that is disabled in PeepSo free bundle is page restriction mode, where you can choose to disable chat on selected pages or even show it only on selected pages. How this works is you actually choose the mode you want, either disable on selected pages or only show at selected pages, and then use the slug of the page. Let's say, for example, here on the profile, let's do that. Profile, save the settings, let's open the chat window, any of them, leave it in open state. Did I save the settings here? Yes, I did. So now when I go back to the profile, you will see that chat window will not show. Okay, so just by adding the slug of the profile page here, disable on selected pages, it prevented the chat from showing up on my profile. You can do any other page, just you need the slug of that URL slug of that page, and you can find that in the respective page itself. Let's find some other page. For example, go to pages, all pages, let's say members, edit. You will find the URL or slug, so members. By adding this part, members, permalink or slug, it will hide the chat window on the members page. It is now showing, or it will show, because I didn't disable it. But if I go back to the configuration and add this members page to my PeepSo configuration, chat, and say members instead of profile, save the settings. Now refresh this members page and the chat box will not show. This last option for chat pages and restrictions is particularly useful if you have a web shop, for example. So you can disable chat boxes on pages like checkout or similar pages where you don't want distractions and you want your users to have a natural, unobstructed flow of things. And this is particularly important on checkout pages. I'm sure you will agree. Okay, that's everything I prepared for you in this episode. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell notification to be notified whenever new video comes out. We create new content every week and then publish that content on social media as well. Links will be in the description below. Until the next video, I wish you all the best with your websites. Bye!